ways, I'm not the man I was, but in some, perhaps I am more. It is just a flesh wound, you see. Possibly looks worse than it is. How did this happen to me, you say? Well, when I think back, it is a bit foggy. Many times I had tried, quite honorably and virtuously, to declare my love and good intentions for the lady. She rebuffed me 3 times, at least. At the last, saying she would never consider me at all. I could not in all honesty believe it, for at the time I was such a knight as were few in the kingdom. And with my heart so torn as it was, I poured my energies into my training and skills. I achieved many more glorious victories over my enemies in battle. My name was known across the lands, providing the bards with great tales to write and sing songs about. And at last, there was the great contest of champions. I once again had many glorious and noble victories for my house on that day. I am sure all eyes were upon me as I bested all who would challenge me. Upon turning, after having just kicked the lad squarely on the head as he attempted to remove a knight from the field, for there are no boys in war, as the light shone down upon my newly made armor, glorious, I found a lady with her eyes upon me. It was her. I came to her, and though she did not declare any feeling, her virtue and maidenly modesty, that must have prevented her. Or was it? She did tell me that her heart could be won if I could complete a quest. A small task, truly, for one as noble and seasoned a knight as myself, to retrieve an object taken from her family. Stolen, she insisted quite fervently, almost frantic, by an evil being. I wasn't sure whom, or even what it was. I was yet eager to prove myself to the lady, and in good faith, I accepted the quest. And through a long and perilous journey to somewhere I cannot recall, I found what seemed to be a ruined castle. In which a winding stair led me down to a seemingly empty dungeon. As my eyes adjusted, I found that an object seemed to lie out in the open in a vast, empty room. And I had expected a fight, so with caution I approached. But there was nothing, and no one, not one sentry. It was just an urn made of some black and white stone. I stooped to it, and suspecting whatever treasure it had contained was stolen, I removed the lid. No, not empty. A curse, an enormous plume of black, thick mist enveloped the room and myself. I then sensed a presence before me, tall, perhaps hooded, maybe with long black hair. I gathered myself and declared loudly, "I have come to retrieve this property and do swift justice to those who have caused offenses to my lady, for justice, for valor, and for... I did not finish, for as the spirit turned, I saw the face. It had the face of my lady, and yet not my lady. She glared down at me with eyes of fire. In truth, I paused, stunned, and she took this chance to hold me with some dark magic. She called me a fool and cried out, "For love, she has happily sent you to your doom." With that, the black took me, in freezing and crushing the life from me as my heart thundered. I felt a rage growing within me as life began to slip from me, almost as though it was filling that emptiness. Then I heard a loud explosion, like cannon fire. The room seemed to bounce, or was it roll? I thought I saw her lying before me, perhaps dead, with that face. Was it her? Was I wounded? I felt no pain. Nothing at all. I could see my glorious helm, my mighty sword, but could not move. I was tricked, betrayed, defeated. I tried to close my eyes and give in to the dark, but I could not do anything. I looked back and she was gone. I needed my sword, my armor. In my despair, I summoned my strength of spirit to reach, to call out for them, but could not make so much as a sound or move. And yet, they came to me. Almost as though through the sheer power of my will, somehow, but something was missing. It is a small thing, a small wound to one so valiant, but what is missing? I am no longer the same man. I am the same knight I once was, or even there is more, or less maybe. Other is less to me perhaps than meets the eye. But no one knows this, except you.